Yes, people, what is happening? Shadowhunter is back once again, and I'm coming at you today, people, with a brand new Apex Legends video. In today's video, guys, we're gonna talk about everything in the new official patch notes for Season 8 called Mayhem. This is all the official patch notes that is coming for the Season 8 tomorrow, so everything is confirmed and legit. If you're new here and if you want to support this channel, make sure to like and subscribe. So the new patch note starts with Fuse. Meet Fuse, a mercenary turned cage fighter who never turns down a good dust up. His affinity for explosions allow him to carry extra grenades and to throw them faster and further. He can launch a cluster bomb with airburst explosives, and when it's time to really bring the boom, Fuse uses his ultimate to launch a bombardment that encircles an area in a ring of flame. His passive ability is Grenadier, stack an extra grenade per inventory slot, fire grenades farther, faster and more accurately. His tactical knuckle cluster is launch a cluster bomb that continuously expels airburst explosives on impact. Ultimate the Motherload, launch a bombardment that encircles a target area in a wall of flames. Are you ready for Fuse, guys? Then we have the new weapon 30-30 Repeater. As we know everything about a 30-30 Repeater, it requires the user to rechamber their rounds between shots, which brings a methodic rhythm to the rifle and analog elegance that the modern weapons of Outlands just can't quite capture. To further tempt those itchy trigger fingers, the 30-30 Repeater has a built-in charge, giving players an opportunity to deal increased damage with each shot at the cost of a short build-up. The 30-30 reloads one round at a time, which makes for some very interesting resource management you won't find anywhere else, guys, even on Mastiff. The 30-30's management range allows unique opportunities to reload individual rounds between shots. This gives the Repeater the ability to lay down consistent precision ranged pressure, something weapons with full reloads can sometimes struggle with. Then the patch notes tells a lot about the King's Canyon map changes that we know already and the legendary magazine. Season 8 introduces the gold tier magazines. Attaching it to weapon automatically reloads your stored weapons after a brief delay. The gold magazine has the same capacity as purple mags and it's available for light, heavy, snipers and energy weapons. Then in the patch we have some quality of life updates. There's a damage counter that's been added, guys. Respawn have now added the damage counter to the HUD. This is a highly requested feature, so they're excited to allow people easier tracking for chasing those badges and challenges. There's also pinging ammo. Pinging weapons or ammo in your inventory displays your current ammo count along with player wants ammo in quick chat. There's also colorblind update. Healing and reviving will now follow colorblind rules when colorblind settings are enabled. There's lore blurbs on canon skin. Some of our skins are canon and some are just for fun, Respawn said. For the skins that represent an important part of that character backstory, they have added a small blurb to describe the significance of that skin in the Legends live. Now let's talk about the Legends meta, guys. Let's start with Wraith. Wraith has definitely got a big nerf and is all to the hitbox adjustment. Dev notes goes as follows. We know Wraith will always be a popular pick considering the amount of combat utility in her kit. After many tweaks to her abilities and animations, the fact remains that her win rate continues to be at the very top as it has since day one. With Season 7 hitbox adjustments to Pathfinder, we were able to control his power without nerfing his kit. We hope to do the same with Wraith. This is the Wraith hitbox, guys. It's old and the new one. Wraith now has slightly larger hitbox than her fellow small legends, but the changes stay true to her model. As you can see in the before and after comparison, they are adding some width mostly in the torso and leg areas. Now the developer says even with these changes, Wraith remains small and hard to hit. She will retain low profile as they monitor her usage and the win rates to see if power can be given back in other ways in the future. Now as I talked about it in my video, Rampart has got a buff. Sheila angle increased from 120 degrees to 180 degrees and she also got a wall health in build phase increased from 1 HP to 45 HP. Sniper rounds still pierce through. According to a dev notes, Rampart has remained at the bottom across her performance metrics since her release. Her kit is very much built around proactively setting up a powerful position, but in a game as fast moving as Apex, it determines her wall should have some reactive power as well. They're keeping an eye on it, basically trying to be as much closer to Gibraltar as they can. And we have a horizon change, guys. Gravity lift effective cooldown increased from 21 seconds to 25 seconds. The 15 seconds cooldown timer will now start when the gravity lift disappears. So it's kind of a nerf. According to dev notes, Horizon released strong to the point where she rivals Wraith in win rate and pick rate. They are monitoring her usage and checking whether or not the cooldown changes have a significant effect. Not a big nerf, guys. Horizon is still the go-to legend in Season 8. The next legend we have is Octane. Launchpad Remastered, guys. Now many players may have known about Octane's super jump that was possible with a well-timed jump while hitting the pad. Once the double jump option was introduced, there was an input clash that led to unreliable usage. They have decided to add some launch options that are better defined than the old super jump. Now the first one is hitting the jump pad from a standing position will launch players along a high arc, the speed and trajectory of the old super jump. Second one, from a crouch position, players will launch along a low arc, meaning they'll fly lower but farther in the horizontal direction. Changes to crypto, remove ability to stack arc stars to friendly drones. Low bar changes, low bar inside unopened care packages is now visible with eye for quality and accessible through the black market boutique. So a bit of a buff. Caustic changes, all gas now dissipates as soon as Caustic team is eliminated. Thank you very much for that. Mirage decoys create footstep sounds. We knew this, guys, and I hope they do make a footsteps now. So the weapon meta, guys, we have fully kitted rotation. Gone are the Wingman, Sentinel, Havoc, G7 and Alternator. The new fully kitted rotations are R301, 3030 repeater, Mozambique, Longbow DMR and Spitfire. Now they are also removing the gold barrel from the loot pool. The hop-ups that will be in Season 8 are the double tap hop-up will be removed from the loot pool and the anvil hop-up will be added into the loot pool. Now Volt have a slight nerf, it's the bullet damage decreased from 16 to 15. Alternator bullet damage increased from 15 to 16. Bullet damage increased from 18 to 19 and reload speed increased from 2.8 seconds to the 3.2 seconds. Empty reload speed increased from 3.33 seconds to 3.8 seconds. Now changes to EVA 8, fire rate increased from 2 to 2.1. That's all there is, guys. Next they have some bug fixes and some clubs and some other stuff, but you can read all about that from the link in description and you can go and check out all those patch notes. I am really hyped for Season 8. I think the patch notes are absolutely insane. Love it and I can't wait to try it out in the game. That's all there is for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to like and subscribe.